Garth Brooks dropped in to help us.
Hi.
Well, hello again, lads and ladettes, otherwise known as ladies. Anyway, I don't know what I'm saying. And I don't know where I am with the process of videos and this project. I think I did a general teardown, especially of the other donor tractor. We went over the hood. Now we need to clean up the frame, the engine, the wheels, get all of this ready for a respray. I've got paint on the way. We're going to start with the engine, get that looking a little better, and then move on to the frame. So let's just dive right in and get this taken care of. Now my boys were in here helping me the other day, and they started really scuffing up a lot of what the tornado damage did and turned a lot of this cast to rust, and we got to continue doing so, but you know, a lot of debris was just hitting this thing at 100 200 miles an hour or whatever an EF5 tornado wind speed gets at. But what I'm going to do, I'm focusing on the engine right now, stripping down what I want to take off, removing what rust I want to take off, scuffing up the paint, and we're going to clean that up. Man, come on, don't fail me now, breakfast. Yes, like I was saying, we're going to continue cleaning the engine down, respray it, mask it off, and then we can take care of the frame. So what I want to do is I want to time the engine to #1 top dead center, so I can pull the distributor. All the black paint on it got sandblasted off the night of the tornado. Now I'm guessing down here I've got a little cover. I'm betting, I don't know for sure, but I'm betting that is your peephole to see your timing marks on the flywheel. So I'm going to grab a wrench and swing that out of the way. And #1 is this post kind of in line with the stud for the wire, so that'll help us. What you want, Mac?
Joe sent me.
Okay, so I think there's a pin on the inside, it looks like. I'll try to get a light and a better shot of this. Do I have a crank somewhere? I don't know if I can spin this. I guess I can spin it with a screwdriver. Yeah, let me get a light set up so we can both see what's going on. Okay, well, I really don't know what I'm looking for here. I would assume a line or a dot or a BB. It doesn't help that it's kind of dirty. Kind of swing it through its paces and see if we see anything obvious. Oh, okay, what's that say? Like the previous guy had highlighted. #1 D, dead center, I don't know what EX, I don't know what any of that means, but I know what #1 means. So we'll see if #1 is, the rotor is pointing at #1 here. Okay, as I received the tractor, I believe we have it timed correctly. Doesn't matter what position, where #1 is, and I don't know if this is correct as per original or not. As long as you got the right order going, you're good to go. #1, as I received the tractor, was here, and I've got the rotor there, and our timing mark. I have been through the complete rotation of this thing. now twice, and we've got it on the line there. So I believe that is good. And if we look down through the spark plug hole, you can see both intake and exhaust. Well, I don't know if you can tell on the camera, but I can tell they are both closed. So, compression stroke, indeed, timing mark, number 1, good to go. It's amazing. Every time I work on this thing, I'm getting more dirt and debris out of the engine. The outside of the engine. You understand. Okay, we're just gonna wipe this down a little bit and repaint it. I did a little test painting last week, and I actually painted this area here, this region, with Duplicolor's cast coat iron. This is what we painted the transmission for the 48 Chevy with. And this is Duplicolor, this is Mystery Color. Looks pretty good, don't you think? So that's just what I'm going to touch this engine up with. And being engine paint, I think we'll do pretty good. Don't need to redo the entire thing again. Just get what got messed up. So we're going to do that right now. Oh yeah, this thing shoots in 2 streams. Good memories. I knew it made a messier hand, that's why I put the glove on. Pretty good match, yes? I know it won't last long on the exhaust, but might as well make it look nice. So these wheel hubs or centers, I really don't know what to expect until I've had one loose. How easily or how difficult it is to handle. But one thing I do know, I've got to get them separate so that I can paint everything. I mean, just looking at it, seems to me maybe 2 guys could handle lifting that and flipping it, but I don't know. What I'm going to do, should I do this differently? Can I do this differently? Okay, give me some tension on it here. I know what's going to happen. My tire tread's going to get jammed on the end of the hoist. But I got to start somewhere. Oh, it's going to go. All right. Okay. Okay. Come on back. Set you down. Well, about the time I was struggling to get the center out of the rims, my boy showed up, so we got busy and we got both torn apart. I don't think they were ever torn apart to begin with when this was repainted, judging by the condition of the bolts. Yeah, so I'm just stripping it down with plastic, this, whatever you call the stripper wheel. I've about worn that one out. This rough cast iron. Not gonna need to get too particular with the texture here, but I'm just taking off the outer layer of epidermis on it, and scuffing it up. I'll flip them both over, do the same. Prime, probably flip, prime, paint, flip, paint. It's a dance. The guy just couldn't leave well enough alone. We've got so many deep casting holes in this one wheel. I probably won't worry about a lot of it, but the deep gouges, the deep air bubbles. We'll make it look just a little bit better, Good enough. It was still pretty soft, and I'm going to use one of these cheese graters on it. Get most of it off. Now I grabbed the 36 grit disc here, and we're just going to give this stuff some texture. Make a great sandbox. Want to come over and play? In the mail at noon, I got my shipment from the Brillman Company. Any of you guys working on old tractors? Seems like they're specifically, dedicated to the electrical side of things. I think I saw some carburetor stuff in here too. Maybe I was dreaming. I'm just looking over most of what I'm seeing here looks like, I thought for sure when I was just, you know, there's sediment bowls. Yeah, there's carburetor parts. But it looks like mostly vintage tractor electrical stuff. And look at that. Isn't that cool? Silver King, Model 42 fender mounted headlights. And they also had grill mounted headlight wiring harness. But that is exactly what we need. Got the proper positive strap, I guess you could say, positive ground. The correct spark plug harness, and then our 3 replacement gauges, and the 6-volt, just in case, the 6-volt headlight bulbs. So, exciting stuff. Well, I just got the first shipment of paint supplies for our project here. I ordered everything from TCP Global. I really like their auto color library division, whatever. 2 separate entities, apparently, under the same parent company. I don't understand. So I looked this color up. This tractor in '06 was restored and repainted with, apparently the owners had a Ford Taurus, the old school ones, like 99, 2000, the bubbly Taurus, you know. They had a SHO, and they liked the silver on it, and that was Silver Frost. So that is what I ordered. I looked that up on TCP's Auto Color Library, got a gallon of that in acrylic urethane and the hardener in their Restoration Shop brand. I don't know why. I think it was TCP Global themselves. When you buy paint directly from that website, it's free. But from Auto Color Library, which is under the same guise, I mean, it's got TCP Global right there, you have to pay shipping. Don't really understand that, but that's okay. 2 different managements, maybe? But anyway, so the main tractor is certainly going to be the Silver Frost, then the outside of the rear of the rims, and the pinstriping on the hood, the beadwork, and things like that. Maybe the seat, that's all going to be the charcoal. And that charcoal that they specified, they asked for, they said was done on the previous restoration, was the old Agco Field Boss tractor rim color. If you look up the old Field Boss tractors, they had charcoal gray rims. Not too sure that's exactly what was used the previous time, as it was a metallic on here, and I don't know that Agco necessarily would have been painting their rims with a metallic paint. Maybe they did, I don't know. Anyway, I just ordered on TCP's Restoration Shop on their color selection. They offered a metallic charcoal gray, so that is what I got, and that should be fine. So, pretty soon maybe we'll get to spraying.
We do not bow sheepishly to an ungodly world. No Bible for that. We do not say bah to demons. We say go in Jesus' name.
Well, we're getting close to priming on our frame and our wheels. Now everything still has paint, and I don't know exactly what it was painted with so many years ago, and I don't need to know. For this application, for the frame and the wheels, we're going to be hitting it with epoxy primer, and probably then just going right into the paint. That way I don't need to worry about what paint was on it, and we're not going to bother, obviously, sanding, filling, doing anything detailed as far as that goes on the wheels and on the frame, because they're kind of a rough texture anyway. The only thing that we might possibly want to do that on is the outside rims of the rear tires, and we'll just see how the epoxy turns out in the end. But I have everything staged up. I kind of reversed here how I had the rear centers set up on sawhorses and 2x4s, because those are the only two things that I would not be able to paint all in one go, laying on a horizontal surface. I can obviously prime inside of the rim, flip it around outside of the rim, and it's done. Same with everything else. So I wanted to hang those. Fortunately, we have steel girders up top welded directly to steel beams. This paint room is far from perfect, as is the rest of the shop, but that is in our favor at the moment anyway. I can use those to hang these big old mongos, and that'll work fine. I'll be able to get every surface of those in one go and move on. And I've got the front tire down there. So I'm going to keep cleaning up the paint room. I'm going to wipe everything down again, and then we are going to epoxy prime. I don't know that I'll even show you that, but we will definitely have the camera rolling when I'm spraying the silver and the charcoal. Well, good morning, guys. As you can see, it's still dark 30 out the window back there. Came in this morning and everything is looking really well. I didn't expect any problems with this primer, never have any problems with this primer. Did what I expected it to do. So, it's a little cool in here, but I'm going to mix up a pot of the Silver Frost. Maybe we'll run the heat just a little bit in here and get things warming up. And then we'll get to spraying. I know you probably can't even see me against the light, but you're better off, right? Here is what I've decided to do, and I don't like it. I don't like mixing products like this, but this is what we're going to do. First of all, I'm going to paint the outsides of the rear rims with a couple good coats of urethane primer, the 2K primer. That way I can roll these out of here today and get to sanding and glazing and make those, get the pits. I know I'm just not going to be happy if it's pitted, right? I mean, that's a pretty visual aspect of a tractor, is the huge rear wheels, and I want the outsides to at least look good. So we're going to do that. Then on everything else, it's all just silver. Right, and I would have just painted it with the urethane and walked away. I wasn't going to clear coat any of the cast iron or anything like that. We were just going to leave it and walk away. Turn that off for a second. To my eye, well, first of all, I've got 2 coats down. I'm going to go, I believe, 1 more. The can says 1 to 4 medium wet coats. Looks like we're getting great coverage here. It's very, very thin. Again, I'm running my DeVilbiss FLG4, and I've got the 1.3 millimeter spray tip in there. Could probably even go the next size smaller with how thin this stuff is. But nevertheless, spraying really good, it looks like. After that 71 Chevy project, you know, a guy's confidence really gets shaken. But that's over and done with. This seems to be spraying really nice, especially on the rough cast iron. Know what I'm saying? No, on the smooth stuff, it's spraying nice too. So, oh, I need to get that again. I can tell that's primer showing through. But this seems to me to be a much darker, richer silver than what the previous guy put on here. So I'm really wondering if he just went and got a generic silver and didn't really do what they wanted exactly. I don't know. It doesn't matter. I'm not trying to find fault. I'm just saying it doesn't look exactly like what we sanded off of here. So I really like it. Nice, rich, dark silver. Ought to look pretty snazzy. Anyway, I'm going to turn the fan back on and hit my last coat. Well, a guy can't help himself. I mean, this seems to be dry, so I just got to see the contrast of the engine with the silver, you know? These are the exciting parts. Get this brass tube exposed here. The guy could polish that up really nice. Well, I did too good of a job on it, I guess. Oh, yeah. Oop, still got antifreeze in it. Oh. Okay, our outer rims on all 3 wheels are going to be the charcoal metallic. So I'm going to go ahead and hit those now. And, you know, it's not that ideal with the frame in here. I've got it covered with plastic. It is what it is. That's why I'm doing the wheels at the same time I'm doing the frame. It comes in, it rolls out, right? Okay. Anyway, let's get this taken care of. clear up that desk by the bell?
I think his.
Where the bell is that you ring all the time?
I think his belt loops are.
I'm good. Okay, but for the end of the video, I want to get the wheels on the tractor frame, and that requires, of course, bolting all of the hubs to the rims. I've got the bolts all coated with zinc it and then primed, and I will wait till everything's assembled to paint those. Actually, going to have to paint both colors, one on the one and the other on each side, whatever. I can't lift more than 10 pounds because of my ear, which we'll go over all of that later in a Humble Mechanic video. So I have my boys here to help me. Got an electric winch hanging from the joist there, so we are gonna winch these things up. Just pull it straight through to how short you want it.
When you say I have my voice here and I'm hanging here, should I just say I?
You need to be just screaming like
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
looking good, right?
It's fine.
You press the record button.
Okay, go ahead.
Hold it tight.
I am. Go ahead. Oh, wait. This isn't on the back. Lower it.
Why is this what we chose to do with this?
Thank you.
Is that caving in?
Okay.
Go ahead.
Put it down.
No, it's fine.
Garth Brooks dropped in to help us.
Hi.
You're both in Crocs. I guess I'm in Crocs.
Well, yeah, but they have to see that.
Like this. Keep coming. Go ahead.
Should I let it down?
Yep. Slowly. Should be room for our fingers here.
Kind of hard to do it slowly.
Yeah, that's right. Okay. Take one of these square bolts. Well, take a bolt and a nut with you. Find a wrench for the head of the bolt, and the 1/2-inch sockets are going to be the biggest sockets in the back. Find one that fits the nut.
She's barely long enough. Can I have a nut?
Yeah, there's a big difference in the silvers. Silver paints. Oh. Washers are worn out too. Okay. Next. Walk it home.
Sir? Yeah.
Boss.
Hey,
Like this.
Going.
Okay, this way.
Forward.
I'll hold it.
Almost. Sneak it in there.
Oh, it's gone. Did I hold the brake?
We may need to get the jack.
Where is he and how do I find him?
Jack is,
In Greensburg.
I believe he's by the steps going upstairs. Good thing we all have our safety Crocs on.
Yeah. It broke.
Which one?
The big one. Just the corner of it.
I don't think it's taking any weight off. Try spin the whole thing around or something.
Put this in a little further.
No, I'm not getting any. It's not going up high enough. Come on, baby. Yeah, just like we planned it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Your board's a little broken.
It was worth it. Well, there we go, guys. We got wheels, frame, engine, everything recoated. And it is shining like a brand new silver dollar, isn't it? Big thanks to my boys for coming and helping me get my goal for the week done. Getting it back up and rolling and out of the paint booth. And now we can turn our attention to the other sheet metal and all the different little pieces that need to get refinished, repaired, put back on. So, guys, if you want to keep up and you're not already, subscribe, do that, and you will know when I have a new video on this. I've already got a video going on the hood. I've got a video going on the rear step plate that we are rebuilding from scratch. I'll probably combine some of these things, but I've got, I actually reworked the seat arm and shock absorber assembly from this one, from the Tornado tractor. So you'll get on that. Otherwise, what do you guys think of it so far? I mean, the charcoal turned out really nice. The silver's a little bright. Like I said, I think it's going to look pretty good, honestly. So, stick around, guys. We've got a lot more to do. I appreciate you coming around. Like I say, I'm sure some of you have been wondering about the ear. The bandages have been getting bigger and bigger. And I will do my best to get a Humble Mechanic video out soon explaining what is going on with that. That has really gotten in the way of doing full-time restoration work. So, anyway, we will talk about that later. Thank you so much for coming along, guys. God bless you. We'll see you on the next one. Bye-bye.
Anybody?